Let's understand the results of human rights. So guys, we understood what was the origin story of this superhero called human rights and how did it develop, but what were its result. As a result, several conferences like international economic, social and cultural rights, international civil and political rights 1966 came into being. That means for human rights we got various economic, social and cultural rights which came into being after 1966. The above convent made obligatory for international community to provide favorable conditions for enjoying the various human rights by people of the world. That means this international communities, various international communities like UNO and all, it made a obligation that every country should actually enjoy something called human rights by the people. All the member states of United Nations gave assurance to have full faith in human rights. So guys, all the nations, that is United Nations, gave assurance कि भाई जो भी nation हमारा part बनेगा, we will assure that you will get human rights in your nation. They assured their cooperation for observing, promoting human rights. That means UNO and other countries who have come into relation, other states who have come into relation to each other, they assured that they will have a cooperation for observing and promoting human rights in their nation. So these were the results of human rights. Let's understand violation of human rights. Today in almost all the countries of the world, everywhere the violation of human rights is happening. Poverty, refugees, separatist movement, etc. are always there, are the main causes of violation of human rights. So such movements such as where poverty is there, refugees are coming, separatist movements, such kind of thing are always giving birth to violation of human rights, where people are not getting what their basic natural rights are all about. So they are not getting their natural rights. So violation of human rights are happening nowadays. Protection of human rights. Every nation has the responsibility to protect human rights. Every nation, every constitution have a fundamental right that a person's human rights should be protected. Government as well as voluntary organization play a key role in protection of human rights. Government as well as other voluntary organization play a very key role in understanding and protecting human rights. Amnesty International and Asia Watch are playing a prominent role in protecting human rights. That means Amnesty International and Asia Watch are playing a eminent role. Like these are various protecting organizations such as Amnesty International and Asia Watch. They are playing a prominent role in protecting human rights in our Indian and other Asian countries. So this was about the protection of human rights. Let's understand Indian Constitution and human rights. So how is Indian Constitution related with human rights? The Constitution of India has included several human rights mentioned in UDHR. Some of them are as follows. In Article 19, we have provided freedom of first speech, expression, association, assembly, occupation, settlement and movement. That means this entire Article 19 gives us freedom from whatever we want to tell, whatever what we want to think and tell, and whatever we want to assemble, or wherever we want to have an association of people, whatever occupation we want to follow, wherever we want to settle and live, and whatever movement we want to support for. This entire thing is there in Article 19, guys, which is a mention in our articles in the Constitution. Let's understand the other article, that is Article 20 provided safety to the personal life of individual. Article 20 is all about the safety of personal life. Article 21 declared that no one could create obstacle to personal life of individual against due process of law. That means nobody can create an obstacle in your life, okay, against the due process of law. Law के संसाधन या फिर lawfulness के आगे they can't actually create any kind of obstacle in your personal life. Article 2020 protects individual against illegal arrest and custody. That means Article 2020 actually safeguards people from any kinds of illegal arrest and custody. Article 23 prevents slavery and human trafficking. Article 23 is there where slavery and human trafficking से हम लोग को protection मिलता है. Next, Article 24 is prohibited the employment of children below 14 years in dangerous activities. So Article 24 actually gave Child Labour Abolition Act for the child below 14 years who are working in some dangerous activity. Article 25 to 28 approved religious freedom to Indian citizens. That means Article 25 से 28 will have about various Indian citizens who can approve or who can enjoy their various religious freedom. Further, let's understand human rights in India. In India, well known for provision of human rights to its citizen. India is very well known for provision of human rights to its citizen. Everybody in India have proper human rights, or they enjoy the proper human rights also. The Union Parliament approved Human Rights Preservation Act in 1993. That means our parliament actually approved the Human Rights Preservation Act in 1993, and we are following it pretty well, to be frank. It has approved by establishing NHRC, that is nothing but National Human Rights Commission. We also have National Human Rights Commission. So this was about human rights in India. Thank you.